Alright, and give you a little tour of the pond. Kind of an overview of the project. So, put this in about 2 years ago, and it's been underfiltered since we built it. This is an Aquascape bog right here, which we've had to rebuild a couple times. Started out with a pea gravel bog, and that didn't work so well. But this is it's a true Aquascape bog. Should be like 20% or 25% of the volume of the pond. I think it's undersized at probably like 10 to 15%. So we've never really quite got the filtration that we need out of the water. The water quality has always been, you know, less than what I'd hoped for this project. As you can see right now, it looks kind of green. We're like second week of April here, 2026, and see a fish down there. I don't know, you can probably see in the water, I don't know, 6 inches, if that. Got some waterfalls. You guys did a good job on the waterfalls, I think. It's been fun. It's been fun. It's been very expensive, I'll tell you that right now. So we got 3 waterfalls. These are Aquascape Biofalls. That's the second one. We've got another one down here. I'll zoom in on that a little bit. Some jets. Fish like the water movement, so I put those in. This has got an RPE liner in it, which was a huge mistake. Don't ever put in a pond with an RPE liner. It's poke a hole in it and you are just absolutely screwed. If you need to patch that hole, you gotta like thermo weld it together. And I offered to even fly the reps from RPE out here to work on it, and they basically refused to do it. So the entire height of this pond should be about 6 inches taller. But I had to lower the skimmers. Right here, you can kind of see tucked into the right of that waterfall, there's a skimmer there. There's another skimmer right here. I had to lower everything by 6 inches just to get these skimmers to work. And the reason I had to lower it is because there was a hole over here where the original pond builder had used his bobcat to set a couple of these big stones on top of the RPE liner, and he punched a hole in it. So, you know, guys, when you build these ponds, you really get what you pay for. I mean, this is every bit of a $300,000 project. And when I started it, you know, I started out with a vision of just putting this stone around my pond, which is just originally a mud pond. And I got tired of mowing around it, and it's kind of a safety thing too, you know, when you go to mow around this stuff, and you didn't want to dump my mower into the pond and end up drowning in this thing. So originally started out with just putting stone around the pond, and I thought it was going to be like a $50,000 project. And then after I talked to the guy, he was real good at building these stone walls. And I got to hand it to him. I mean, the stone around this thing is perfectly level. I mean, the water line's perfectly level. But as I got to talking with him, I said, man, the pond's green, and I'd really like to put some koi fish in here. And he said, man, you put a liner in here, and one thing led to the next, and here we are. So, like I said, I'm heavily invested in this pond, but at this point I'm just not happy with the water quality. So the whole point of this video is to talk through the OASE Screenmatics. So like I said, the Aquascape system is just undersized, and I mean, you can't really retrofit this Aquascape system. Like, I've got this giant bog up here. I mean, this bog is every bit of $100,000 by itself. And for me to come in here and retrofit it with 3 layers of gravel and all the crap that goes with an Aquascape system, it's just not feasible. So we're going to put these Screenmatics in. I'll walk up here and show you what those look like. It's really pretty. Here's the back of the property. So these Screenmatics are going to sit right behind this bog. I've kind of got this grotto situation going on, which is really cool. I can see the water falling down from the bedroom windows, and it's kind of relaxing to wake up to. I'll show you how the Screenmatics are progressing. Contractors just showed up 2 days ago to start working on this. So here we're on the back side of this bog. We came in here and I had them build out a stone retaining wall and build all this up so that we'd have something to set these Screenmatics on. We need a level base, so that's sitting really nice there. As you can see, I just had them pipe the overflows. They gravity feed. They're going to gravity feed into the back of this bog, which is pretty cool because it'll increase the flow rate from the bog down the waterfall and of course back into the pond. Here's our supply pipe in that's going into our UV filters. Here's the other side. The guys did a really good job with these drains. You can see each one of these filters have a drain. So those will dump, and I had them hard pipe them back here. You can see that pipe daylights out to the woods. So that's kind of where we sit. I think we're on day 3 of this build. Guys are doing a good job. This is Prestige Landscape out of Kansas City, Missouri. Roy Dillon and his crew have come out here, and honestly, they've saved this project. The original pond builder, like I said, he didn't have a clue what he was doing. Builds good retaining walls, but doesn't know anything about building a pond. So shout out to Roy. Shout out to the guys at OASE. We'll see if they can make this pond turn clear. They tell me that they can. So they did a bunch of calculations and measured out the volume of the pond and tried to figure out, you know, how much bacteria filtration that I've got out of the bog system here. You know, this thing's really light on mechanical filtration, so these Screenmatics should really up the game here. Tune in tomorrow. We'll see what happens.